Now, let me tell you this. When we went to Houston, even though we went around having a good time, we had a time session with our guests, we took it further to take a drive all the way to Dallas, Texas. It was a 4-hour drive. And we simply stopped by to see another wonderful guest, talented individual, an artist, the one that you know. Who am I talking about? You'll find out on this particular episode. My name is Oluwatosin JEDI Ayo, the host of the show, In Your Vicinity with JEDI. Remember, click on the subscription button, notification button, and share. Okay? Enjoy this, and we'll be right back. Again, we are here on your screen. My name is Oluwatosin JEDI Ayo. Welcome to another exciting episode of my show. The show that we created for you. It's simply called In Your Vicinity with JEDI. And right now, I'm in the vicinity of one of Nigeria's finest. Kai. If only Nigeria knows what they have. This guy is a guy. Chai! Pure Igbo guy. Like correct Igbo man. But he is gifted. I have had time to discuss with this guy. We've shared ideas, inspired each other. He is a brother. He qualified from being a guy to a friend to a brother. He entered all the levels. And this is someone I really speak well of. His singles have been doing so well. His album is in the works and is going to be heard. He's a multilingualist. He speaks different languages, but people don't know. I know. Okay, let me stop talking. It's my joy to bring to you my guest on this particular episode. I'm in his vicinity, his beautiful home. I met his wife earlier. My God. Such a beautiful soul. She delivered him. She delivered him, picked him up, and transformed his life. Ladies and gentlemen, he's the one and only HenriSoul. I call him Henry of the Soul. How far now, brother?
I do.
What's good?
I do. I can't shout.
You see what I mean? Like his vibe
He has delivered me from the strivings of the people. He has made me the head over the hidden.
Kaya.
What can I say now? You know, it don't settle me.
He speaks. You see, one thing I love about him is he speaks like he's lyrics of a song.
Even me, I don't know this one now. I don't say that.
And I call him, he doesn't know, but in my heart, I call him Mr. Melody. Because if you listen to his songs and other ones that you've not heard, there is a kind of melody he has.
Yes, sir.
There was a day we were driving and I played one of my own songs that I thought I had recorded. When this guy added his melody to it, then I knew I hadn't recorded his song. It has to go back into the studio for recording.
Yes, sir.
He is so gifted and talented. I'm honored to be with him. Thank you for inviting us to your home.
Thank you so much for coming.
Such a beautiful, your wife is amazing.
Yes, so she's a sweet soul. Like I used to tell you that if you meet my wife, you have no choice but to like her. She's just like.
In fact, I told her that I'm just a call away.
In case.
If them born you were triumph.
I don't know, but majorly when Igbo people take care of woman, the woman will know say marry Igbo person.
Paya.
You understand? As I did so now, if you just wake up one morning, say what's now I don't make I just cook or hassle. I go just cook or hassle for my and I say, baby, control. Her head is also blue. When you finish, I do pepper soup. No go there. You need to know how to.
Now I know why. Now I know the essence of what I said. She delivered you. She had to bring you to a land of the living to express your functionality. Exactly. Do you understand my point? Because you are in a state of perpetual pelekudism. Do you understand my point?
I am hearing you.
Don't worry about the language. Even me, I don't understand what I just said.
You know the dictionary, just in case.
He doesn't only cook music, he actually really cooks food.
Oh, yes, I do.
Why do you love cooking?
I don't know, but I think it came from when I was young. I was I'm last born.
It shows.
So everybody left the house. So most of the time, my mom sends me to the market. So it got to a point that she doesn't have to give me a list. So she just tells me, go, you want to make this soup, and just give me money. I go to the market, I buy everything that we need to do. So it got to a point, I started putting things together too. So from there, I lived with my elder brother, that's our firstborn, for a while. So when I was with him, I was like the chef, like I was really cooking in the house. So from there, I built my cooking skills and all that. So
do you have plans to say, okay, maybe you might want to open a restaurant or something?
I've always thought about it, especially here in America. The touch for that excellence with African meal, I never see them well.
The day.
You just do anyhow. It's not about the food alone, it's the ambience, the music, the way the place is. So imagine a restaurant that's like nice environment where you can just chill out, then you have a nice music going on, then you make food, you put order, you go call a for real something else, something, that kind of name when they call their food. Avocado, something. Make you know they call them a way do it. African leaf something. Guy with a spice of.
This guy, I'm sure this guy is seeing a vision that he himself doesn't know is a vision.
I've written these things down, so I just wait for the time to get it done. Like it's gonna be major,
So. And my mind is when we are talking, it's going to be about music. But I didn't know that there's another direction that God has orchestrated in this guy's life.
Yeah.
Let me tell you why I'm saying so. The way I see you talk about food, for me, I just see the similarities in the way you write your songs.
You are correct. You're very correct.
It's just like saying you go market, go find the right words to be able to put the lyrics together. And then add the melody, which are the spices that make the food, the music that you bring to the soul.
That's it.
Henry of the soul.
I tell you. You
Child.
got to touch the soul.
I don't like you see, because I've been to so many restaurants.
Yeah.
And I've always had issues with how they name foods. I'm like, it's just normal fish, shrimp,
exactly.
And this thing. But when you see the food, seasoned salmon with perpetrated, it's a long sentence for one food.
Sometimes I want to show me the picture because give me this one. I don't even know. Shrimp there. That's okay. Every other thing with there, Adam. You understand? Because you see, is like branding now. Like now, if you brand, you see granuts and gari. And just normal gari, gari granite. When you come cassava flakes, you get with granulated something. When you present them to the person go see the value in the food because of the name where you call them. Now branding now. Now what thing you go take a deceive us. So when we now come gari atepa, that's bad. So who go want eat that guy?
Now I can see the effect of the atmosphere of his home on us. Now, you came out, you've been in the music industry for so long.
Oh, yeah.
And why I said for so long is you've been underground.
Yes.
You've been like undertone in the works, and people didn't get to know about you.
Yeah.
You've done voiceovers for so many people, backed up quite a number of people. Yeah. Is it okay if you want to share some of that experience for those who really want to try and get to know it? Because when that your single came out, people just celebrated, the one with that video, the white background.
Yeah, blow my mind.
But there is also a background story to it.
Yeah.
Do you want to share?
What happened before Blow My Mind, actually worked with some couple of people, like I did some studio work, background and all that, and I had my own single out that I did with Kenny Corey.
Yeah.
First song I did.
Kenny, I don't know where you are, but get ready. I'm coming for you. We're going to interview you, man.
The music for me, I think I always say this anywhere, and I'm always very proud to say it, that Kenny gave me direction and added the flavor of that African sound to my music. Any day, anytime, anywhere, I would say that.
To those of you who don't know who Culinary is, he was actually one of the members of Infinity. So, yeah, we hustle though.
Yeah.
Infinity is another story entirely. Like, those are my guys.
Yeah. So let me give you the feel.
Fire.
So what happened was that period when Infinity was like, we were on the same street. I was living on the same street with Culinary. So I used to see him. I would just be like, my sister used to talk to him, but not really like say they know each other. I just like, I think like, hello, hi.
You used to talk to him?
No, with that level. No, no go there.
Just let me ask.
So I felt like I would like to like feature this guy. So I went to him. I'm from my parents. When me at the B, I know he'd be like gospel artist. So I told him I want to feature you, sir, on a song. He was at the gate. I just walked up to him, like no prior this thing. So he was like, oh, okay. He was not advising me that how about them nice and all these people, because he didn't know I was gospel. So I was like, I'm a gospel artist. He said, oh wow. And I said, come in. I will never forget this. And I said I should come in. So I went into his house and I said, what song do I want to sing? So I sang one of my English songs. So he was, and then, you know, so when you see the feel, say R&B, there's something I need to say specifically right now that has to do with originality and sound. You see, most of the time, especially now in America, it's very easy for you to not want to be singing R&B. But you see, there's a flavor you have that those people want to get. If you don't harness it, you are trying to be like them, you will not get to where...
There is a flavor.
Yeah.
They are looking for
that we have. We need to harness.
And if you don't harness it,
yes, then you will not get the best. So if you don't see what it is, you cannot make it. Just like the same thing you're talking about the food. When you just name it anyhow, you know, put value on what you see. I'm sorry for digressing a bit.
You are free. Talk.
Like what we talk about now, value for human lives. That's just the base. Every other thing you say, I know there's a lot of things you can say. Just zero it down to value for human life. Once you see that value, everything changes. That's what every nation is, value for human life. That's what changes the whole thing. So because of that, even Nigerians, they've so much been beaten down in value that they don't know their own value. So they want to take from somewhere else to become.
Hey!
You know?
Oh! Harry, you touch me. I'm not joking.
Yeah.
What you just said, for me, has saved a lot of lives.
Yes.
In the sense that it has reoriented and restructured their mentality.
Yeah.
You don't know what you just dropped.
Yes, sir.
Nigerians have been so beaten down in value that they don't know their value. Now, they don't know their worth. Now they have to look for something to like validate their worth.
They don't know it's from within.
You mean Culinary took you into his house? I'm sorry I caught you. I had to. Do you understand?
I understand perfectly.
And then when you sang your R&B song,
he was like, do you have something African? So you notice that Culinary has Culinary has the voice of Africa. That tone.
I agree with you.
That tone, all those sounds you hear is that guy. So now what happened was, he said I should sing a song. I had a song titled Bagora Bago. Bagora Bago means crooked. So I was like, okay, I have one Africa. I didn't even I was like maybe one of those songs I all wrote. So I said, let me sing it for him. But I wrote it because of my dad's experience, what he went through. So Bagora Bago means crooked. No matter how rough the road seems to be, God will come through for you. So I sang it. So I was like, okay, I have one. Even if the way bagora bago and the journey day wuru wuru. And it was like, hold on. You see, even if the way bagora bago and the journey day wuru wuru, I don't go tire, God day, no wahala, it makes sense. I said, sir, hold on. Is this the song I just... He said, yes. He said, let's do that one. I was like, wow. And at the time, they were about to go through the split. Infinity.
Yeah.
So he had a lot in mind he wanted to say that I didn't know. So when he sang, that's why he now said in the song, Henry HenriSoul, what you saying is touching my soul. Cause I've been high, I've been low, but now I am cold. You see? It was just like yesterday when people call my name and say that I on the throne. But like Joseph was cast away, see tears from my eyes as them lock the gate. We papa now, we mama, and my many colored coats. But to know wahala, God day, I no go tire. It makes sense, even if the way bago. Make a no interspeed. All right, so so after that, I was like, man, this is a sound. Then he told me that I should give him the song because I knew the song interpreted his situation at the time. So I told him, I said, I cannot give you. If you had not sang it like that, I would have given you. But now when I don't hear what it be, I know the value now. So I can give you. You know?
Just before, in fact, you know what? I can't hold it. I need to breathe a bit. Like, breathe. Let these words settle down.
Yeah.
Because the way you're corroborating the story is making so much sense that people have not heard before from you.
Yes.
I'm sure a whole lot of people never knew there was a connection between you and Kenny.
That was my first song.
People never knew you had an encounter with Kenny that opened the way for you.
Yes.
And that was why you were saying earlier on, people need to believe in originality. Because we are being so devalued.
Yes.
Like it's so
That's it.
in a way whereby
We did that expression you gave to it.
Yeah.
That's the best because English no be qualifier. Means something.
it's so that even the does not want the essence and the what of the value.
That's true.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please let's go on a short break, okay? We'll be right back. I need to calm down, calm down. This atmosphere and ambience.
Yeah.
We'll be right back after this. My friends, my people, welcome back. It's still the show in your vicinity with JEDI. And my guest today, the one and only HenriSoul, whom I call Henry of the Soul. Now you're understanding. Okay, just tuning in, you're welcome. Just in case you're trying to understand why we are, and I'm explaining his name attached to what we have discussed. Rewind. Go and watch it from beginning. Then you understand why I now see the value in the name Henry of the Soul. Because all you're sharing now has explained more of your depth to the soul. From your cooking to the musical experience we're talking about as an artistry and your vision. Now you spoke about, before we went on the break, you spoke about Kenny Corey. He's one of the artists that is also celebrated in the gospel field. There are controversies around him and things like that. But there were controversies around Mel Gibson. Only him do Passion of the Christ.
Yes.
No other movie of Jesus reached that one. Sorry, I'm speaking in my local language to the international friends of mine. What I was just trying to say is that, there are so many controversies around our friend called Kenny Corey.
Yeah, Kenny Corey gets some controversies way day.
And it's amazing how most people who have controversies are the people that actually do some outstanding things. Do you understand? So we gave example of Mel Gibson, who was the director and the producer of Passion of the Christ. We've not found any other movie about Jesus in that particular level and standard. What am I trying to say? Where I'm going to is, you had an encounter with Kenny, and somehow it was like your introduction into the industry.
Yes.
You must have had experiences working with artists.
Oh yeah.
Mostly beta.
Yeah.
Do you want to share, or you just want? Oh, no talk.
No, let's talk. This one we don't talk. Now the one I want make we talk. We don't talk the main thing.
You know why? Because a lot of people who are aspiring to be in the entertainment industry, who want to be an artist, who want to be a fashion designer, who want to be an actor, who want to be a presenter, who want to be a writer. There's something streamlining around all the arms of entertainment. You have to work with people.
You have to.
So if you don't have that tough skin in the industry, It's part of the reason for this show.
Yeah.
So they see examples of people who have done something for themselves, who can now share experiences to make them understand, look, you're not the only one, but be prepared for it. That's the reason. When you did that song with Kenny Corey, because the way, in fact, you even sang like Kenny self just now, a few minutes ago.
Yeah, like I said, if you listen to me well, you find out that there's a part of him that is in me. I discovered that because you see, mentorship is something that you cannot joke with. So it was so important that Jesus himself needed somebody to go ahead of him. Why did we have John the Baptist? They would have not even John the Baptist alone. There were a lot of people that came to that. Jesus, God, could not just come and enter into the place. Somebody had to introduce him. Somebody had to introduce him to the scene. And it was John the Baptist. That was the major one. Introduction don't they come since God don't they do promo with all the whole prophets. They do promo, they come. So you just want to come and just come to Limelight and just be there. Nah, people will track back where you coming from. So the person who introduce you, they very key. Even Jesus said that out of all the John the Baptist is the greatest. The person with them behead. Why? The greatest based on the message he carried. Because Naim introduced this man to the scene. That was such a privilege.
So are you trying to say that in the course of the cut, you are deep, oh?
Yes, sir.
Because you're actually confirming that in the course of life, there will be at least one person that will be the instrument of your official release or introduction into the industry.
Yes. It's very important. Very important. So the other people that say self-made and all that, if you check well, nobody, you learned something from somewhere. It might not be like the experience I had with Kenny, it might not be that direct. There's some people you watched that you saw something you liked and you started acting like. Then from there, creativity now birthed something fresh, but it came from something that was in existence. So nothing just emerged, from the blues.
Oh, like I tell my friends, you're very lucky. I don't carry cash. I would have sprayed you now. I would have showered you.
Don't tell me you don't carry cash.
Bring this. Oh, I would have finished you now.
Cash.
Oh, I don't carry cash. I believe in giving.
I got yours. Where my wife? Baby. Bring it yours.
I don't carry. My card is not. You are deep.
Thank you.
I'm happy for my show like this that gives the opportunity to see things.
Oh, yes.
We love to be real.
Yeah.
That's why the concept is we come into your vicinity, your place of comfort. It could be your home, it could be your office, it could be your studio.
Yeah.
It could be a park.
Yeah.
It could be the church. It could be your office, like the building. It could be anywhere, but that's your place of comfort where you feel comfortable to talk.
That's true.
Because there's a wealth of knowledge that I believe that God has invested in everyone who has done well in this life. Cut across. I'm not saying a Christian church or no. There's a wealth of wisdom that Bill Gates has.
Yes.
Jeff.
I listened to T.D. Jakes. Have you listened to his new book? Don't drop the mic.
No, I heard about it, but I've not gotten it.
He was talking and he said, T.D. Jakes, he was talking about where he had been, presidents that have invited him over, and the people he said, I learned from comedians. I was shocked. I was like, okay. He said he will watch and listen. That don't ever think that people you see on the limelight don't have something to offer. Even people that are doing comedy, you just think it's just joke. That person has it. It's a craft. It's a craft. So there are a lot of things.
TJ's learned from me.
Yeah, I learned from you. He said it.
Bishop T.D. Jakes. I don't know how it's going to happen, but I just believe someday I'll have the honor of interviewing you.
Yeah.
Because on this show, as long as you mention a name, as long as you mention a name, we call it forth that we are going to interview.
Exactly.
How it's going to happen, I don't know.
They go happen.
Bishop T.D. Jakes, thank you.
Yeah. So I was like, that's amazing. So now when it comes to learning from people, you don't determine the wealth of knowledge that somebody has based on their religion. So there's some people that have experienced things that are beyond. Life teaches everybody, and it's the same most of the time. It's like the lesson of life does not choose your religion. It comes to everybody. You know, so if you now think that because I'm a Christian,
Hold on. I'm sorry.
yeah.
You hit me there again.
Wow.
The lesson of life.
Do not choose your religion. It comes to everybody.
So please don't ever think when you go through some issues in life is because of the fact that you're a Christian or you're a Muslim or you're a Hinduist or whatever. It's basically lessons of life.
Yes. That's what brings everybody on that platform. Everybody go toilet. Everybody eat. Everybody. It's the same, almost the same.
There are just some things that are not basic. They're not particular to your religion.
Yeah. And everybody will get it. So if that person learns something and the person tells you, come, let me tell you what I've learned. Don't say, she's not Christian. So if you're not Christian, if you get involved, that's a lie. Because your Christianity, you know that one. Hold it to yourself. But if that person tell you, say, pass here, he knows that if you want to ask somebody the road to where you go now, you ask, say, sorry, sir, are you a believer?
No.
Because his experience of the environment is not based on his religion. It's based on his life experience with that area.
Where is this guy from?
So,
the area I know I'm this. It's not it. Can someone please help me find Henry? This is not it. Like.
Yeah. So it's just that.
I know I'm interviewing you on my show,
Yes,
but just to, correlate with what you said, I've had an experience like that before.
Yeah.
If you give me 30 seconds, I can share it. There was a time in my life as a comedian, as an artist, as a brand in the industry, I actually gave up.
Wow.
I woke up one morning and I told my wife, I said, after investing over 18 to 20 years of my life, what is it for me to show that I've been in this industry? I'm done. I told my wife in my bedroom.
Wow.
I told my wife I was done. While I said this show we're doing now, I had written it down since 2018 as an idea.
Can you imagine?
So it hasn't even come into play. This has not been seen that we're going to have it. When I told her that. Until I came across a book. The name of the book is I Can't Make This Up. Life Lessons with Kevin Hart.
That guy. Yeah.
And I had another book from T.G. Jakes. Instinct. I had read that. But at that moment of my down, giving up kind of a thing, was when I came across Kevin Hart's book. Bro, that book was full of swear words and some kind of nasty things.
Yeah.
But I can categorically tell you this. That was a book that changed my life.
Yes.
Kevin Hart made failure look so good that only me begin look for failure. I won't fail.
Yes.
This is reality.
Yes.
Do you know I started buying the books for people?
Wow.
I have never met Kevin Hart before. I don't know anything about it. He's someone that I really love. He has inspired me in so many ways. Kevin Hart, as we've called on him, we're going to be interviewing you by his grace. But I started buying his books to give to people.
Wow.
My plan, hopefully I'll do it. When I see you, I'll tell you about it. But it changed my life.
Amazing.
He made failure looks. We had so many similarities. He grew up with his mom. I grew up with my mom. We're born in the same year. He's a comedian, I'm a comedian. He's faced his issues, I've faced my issues. Financially, even to credit cards, I've faced it too, to credit cards.
You are making me want to say something. Let me explain something. This thing you just said hit me so well, and the picture I saw was how God uses men. So you see, what you have experienced made you to be that guy experience. You could relate with it, so it could bring you to terms to yourself and know that you are not in isolation. So not only me, they go through this thing. Wow. Apostle Paul and Peter. Peter was with Jesus, but he had a mindset. So God knew that I love Peter, he was with me, but the experiences of Peter will not make him to be able to interact with the people I want to get this message to. Because he showed him pictures of stuff, animals. He said, Which one? He said, no, Lord, I will not, I will not. Peter did not get that message until God told him there are some people downstairs, go and meet them, follow them. He had to start saying it word for word. But you see, Apostle Paul, he had been with the Gentiles. He has been with these people outside there. So when God comes and says, go here, he's ready. He took the gospel out of the box. So you notice that one, when no day with Jesus, wrote most of the New Testament. Why? His experiences from where he had come from is what. So when God shows him something, he can relate. Because he can relate, he can pass the message. This other person did not have it. So we cannot judge people based on that. He never know God. He never see this. He never. You understand? So this is what makes us find it hard to take the gospel out the way it should go. Because we are,
Henry, microphone that you hold to sing, not today, is not just for singing. You need to start talking. You need to start speaking. You need to start sharing.
Yes, sir.
Time is not a friend. Yeah. Henry, I'm loving this interview with you.
Wow, amazing.
Let's quickly. God, I'm sorry, Lord. The flow is just sweet.
Okay,
That's it.
Actually,
I'm about to enter the music side. I'm like, it's just like I'm breaking off. I'm diverting. Yeah. But these experiences you've had and this depth of knowledge that you have, does it connect to your lyrics when you write your songs?
Oh, definitely. And there's a dimension I'm trying to get into, but I'm praying for the wisdom on how to move into it. Because right from time, if you check, when I started with Bago Rabago, it was not like a church song. And imagine then, now see Blow My Mind, the video and everything. Mm-hmm. That was the heights, but that was my lowest point personally. Because I know the amount of people that called me pastors. Are you okay? Are you possessed of the devil? I'm like, I'm not kidding you. I'm not mixing up words. Are you possessed? What kind of song is that? What kind of video is that? Then when I now did Bad Man. Oh, you are now the bad man. I'm like, this is art. I'm expressing something. I'm talking about the devil is the bad man from my context, and I'm talking about this thing from the book of Revelation. A lot of churches stopped inviting me. Most of my major relationship I actually lost because of that step of faith leap out. So this thing you said something about people who go through controversies and all. Yeah.
Actually,
people who changes the frontiers of things. You cannot do it without it, because people are okay in their comfort zone.
Yeah.
So once you are doing something that takes it out of their comfort zone, they'll come for you. So coming for you, please, anybody that is listening, coming for you is a sign that you are doing something in the right direction.
Tell them again. Tell them again.
When people start coming for you when you are doing something that God has told you to do, that they don't accept, it doesn't mean that you are not creating something new. So you see, people will first criticize, what is he doing? Then they get to a point when you now become that person. Those same people that were criticizing will now start celebrating you.
Yeah.
So stay true. Stay true till you get to the point. Stay through the crushing. Stay to the crushing. The crushing is where they will dare, because one day you are going to become wine. And when you become wine, if I take the wine here from now till next year, it no go spoil, it no go sour, because of the process the wine went through. So wine doesn't sour easily. It doesn't spoil.
You've entered food again.
Yeah.
Henry, you've entered food again.
So it stays, it lasts. So let's just.
I sense you writing the songs around wine.
Yeah.
Wine, not the sour.
You don't hit me, and this thing I will do it.
I'm not joking. The way you gave the illustration now, we are live on camera. This is. I'm not. Wine, not the sour. Live on from now to eternity. Because of the process you've been to. Because the message you're trying to pass to people is stay where you are and hold on to your faith.
Yeah.
It will happen for you.
It will happen. When people start criticizing you, that's not when to stop. That's a sign that you are moving in the right direction. Because a lot of people like to follow the status quo. They like to be in that box. They are okay with it. Routine. Now like this, now like this. Come out of it. Do something fresh. So you want to push the gospel to another dimension, they are fighting you. If not because I stay true. There are a lot of testimonies that we have not gone into my life that I have not even shared with you.
Shared,
Time day.
Share now. Let's steal it. Let's steal the time. Let's steal the time.
We'll do another edition. So you see, those experiences have framed the person that I've become, and I've discovered that most of the time in Christianity or in life generally, when you do stuff and you sow a particular seed, the way life works, don't expect that because you planted guava, you get guava. No. God can give you. You can do something somewhere as a seed, and because of that, God gives you a good wife that doesn't even relate with what you have done, but because of obedience, you went through that path. God, so if you are checking that, check my account balance. God know the blessing. It's a lie. You are reaping it in another area, but your expectation is making you not to see what God is doing.
My friend D. Jones said something. He said, "Don't run after the awards.
Yeah.
Run after the rewards."
The rewards. That's it. Key. Very key.
Henry, time will not permit me.
Yes, sir.
You're a brother. Oh.
Yes, sir.
That you even invited me to your home to do this interview. You're a brother. Oh.
Yeah, I know.
I really appreciate this. You have a new single out, Settle Me, Oh God, or something? Settled, yeah.
Yeah, then I have another one, Flawless. Both of them are part of the album coming out.
Yeah.
So the album is actually Flawless. But these two are singles off the album. So by next month, by the grace of God, the album should be out.
So you can you see his social media handle is on the screen right now.
Yeah.
Please follow him. Go to his page. Go and download the new single, Settled.
Yes.
I mean, watch the video. Oh my God. Do a line or two from that song. Let people just feel it.
For this life, I'm settled. Oh, God don't settle me. Oh. Aye, settled. Oh, bankalati balance. See me flexing. No more hustle. Oh. Because I'm settled. Oh. Now see the link. God don't settle my matter for Calvary.
I am settled. I am settled. I am settled. Because of Calvary.
That's so.
Thank you very much, bro.
Thank you.
You all have enjoyed a great time with me, having my guest, HenriSoul.
Yes, sir.
HenriSoul. This is how we enjoy ourselves every time when you tune into in your with JEDI. I'm honored. I am so honored to have had a great time with my brother Henry, and I look forward to coming back again.
Yes.
To have another maybe 2-3 more episodes because you had your depth. We have not reached.
You have the pull though. You have the pull. Your vision pulls it out of the people. That's what I've said. You have the pull because of your vision, what you want to achieve when you speak. So you are drawing from the people and it's blessing the lives of the people that are gonna watch the show. It's you. Yeah.
It's like I can't talk it. I am settled.
Yes.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm so honored for that word. Thank you.
Yes,
I don't joke with it. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
And I'm happy that you all have enjoyed yourself. Yeah. Please feel free to get in touch with us. Leave a comment. Follow them on social media. Follow him on social media. Follow me myself on social media. Thank you very much for being a part of it. Till I see you on another episode of In Your Vicinity with JEDI. My name is Oluwatosin JEDI Ayo, and all I'm saying is God bless and have a wonderful time. HenriSoul. Who would have known you'd be this deep? Wow! Such an amazing time with this guy. HenriSoul, very gifted, a talented writer, singer. Woo! Big ups to you, bro. Thank you so much for sharing with us. Thank you for being a guest on our show. That was good. That was good. Did you enjoy yourself? Please remember to click on the notification button, subscription button, and also share. And again, leave a comment, okay? Let's hear from you. Thank you very much for being a part of the show today. Remember, there's always a story behind the glory. I know the little time we spent with HenriSoul, you must have learned something. It must have been educating, inspiring, and it must have been really, really encouraging for you, okay? Keep doing what you're doing. Someday he's going to speak for you, all right? Have a good one, and see you on the next episode.